Hello friends, my name is Katie from Eternal Flame, and today I thought I'd share with you, I guess a kickoff to a very short series of me planning in my Hobonichi Weeks, 3 of them, from both 2022 and 2023 on the go from Washington, D.C. So if you're interested in hearing about some of my essential supplies that I like to take with me in my Delphonics pouch and see how I guess, plan in my Hobonichi Weeks as I move forward on the go, as well as plan to set up my Hobonichi Weeks for 2023. Please stick around. Thanks everyone. Before we get right into it, I did want to take one quick moment to thank you all so very much for taking the time to watch my video today. As always, I very much appreciate your time, and like I said, if you're interested, please make sure to subscribe. Alright, so before we get into a quick plan with me in my Hobonichi Weeks for 2022, I do want to go over some of the supplies that I brought. I tried to dwindle down my essential supplies into the minimal amount of supplies that I would need to take, especially since I took 3 of these bad boys on the plane. And so I'm happy to report that all 3 of them fit in my medium-sized Delphonics pouch. I will of course link as much of this in the description box down below if you're interested to get them yourself. So some of my essential pens and supplies are right here up front. Of course, I have my Uni Jetstream in 0.38, but I also have one in 0.5 so that I can take this one to go to my meetings, so less for planning. I do have 2 of my Tombow brush pens, Fudonosuke. I have the hard tip and the soft tip. I'm actually breaking them in. These are relatively new. I got these from Amazon. I also have my 0.5mm Zebra mechanical pencil. I did intentionally leave my Tombow eraser and I regret that greatly. I also have my newest to the family Pentel Energel Klena pen that I recently picked up off Amazon for, I think, less, it was around $11 for 5. I love it so much, and actually one of my classmates this past weekend, I guess on Friday, complimented and wanted to pick some up for himself as a pen guy, a self-proclaimed pen guy. Of course, I have my sticky notes. These are both from Midori. One of my absolute favorites that is available on Amazon are these little square ones that fit perfectly in the Hobonichi Weeks weekly spreads and monthly spreads. So I love these. They also come, I don't know if you can see here, gridded or lined, depending on which color you have, and they're just so adorable. I love using these, and I actually really like using the Tombow hard tip on there as well. I just recently picked these up. I do not believe that they're available on Amazon just yet. They're also Midori sticky notes. I didn't realize when I bought them that they come with like these pre-written, I guess, sticky note flags here, but they're pretty general. It says to do, buy, notes, and happy log, which I think is something that I can use anyway. And then of course these down here, which I've already started to use in my Hobonichi Weeks. Other than that, in the front, I always carry some forever stamps for all of the, I guess, postcards I like to send on the go, especially to my grandma. However, I didn't bring enough, so I think I need to go buy some postcard stamps since I send a lot of postcards anyway. And then, of course, my only sticker sheet that I brought from, like, my DIY planner sticker sheet collection is this one with the little YouTube symbols that I'm hoping to use to inspire me to post while I'm at con. Over here in the back, I have a couple things. I bring some of these like little gold stickers from the days that I used to run an Etsy shop. I like to use them to seal my envelopes, and of course my go-to Cricut scissors with this cap so that it's nice and safe while I'm on the go. And thus far, I've been able to get it on the plane. I think a lot of times, according to the airline, it's dependent on the length of the blade, which I guess is below that, because I, knock on wood, have never exceeded or have never been like, it's never been confiscated, I guess. Now that I said it, it probably will be. I do like to travel with one of my DIY, I guess, folders, A5 sized folders. I do have a video on this, and I'll try to link that in the description box down below. I basically used some glue, scissors, a ruler, and things in one piece of 12-inch by 12-inch piece of cardstock to create this. I like to use double-sided cardstock, but yeah, it's a great way for me to store some of my sticky club stickers. I also have some from Simply Gilded as well. I also like to travel with my Midori to do task lists. I got this from JetPens, and I'm not sure if it's on Amazon. I'll go check it out to see. What I love about this is that it breaks my day down into, at max, like 12 tasks here into 3 different sections, and I can choose from either pink or green. It doesn't have to be in order because they're not sticky notes, they're just notepads, and it has a little space for dating and checking them off. And I just love that it's like adds some beauty and excitement to my day when I'm at work. So I'll typically travel with this and maybe my go-to favorite fountain pen and or one of my uni jet streams. I also like to use this notepad to prop up my Hobonichi Weeks on the left side. Oh my goodness, I've been absolutely loving this stamp that I picked up from JetPens. It's also available on Amazon, and it basically just has the days of the week as well as the weather on here, general weather stamps. It's been so much fun. It has like the stamp pad in here. I'm a little nervous about it getting all over my supplies, so I might have to find another way to travel with it. I have, of course, I actually have 2 of these with me, my Hobonichi basic stencil that I like to keep. So I also have this pocket in the front of my Hobonichi Weeks. So I have the activity stencil, I believe this one is, and then the basic one, and then in my Hobonichi Weeks for work, I also have another basic because it's so necessary. I also have my Reimei ruler here, which is great for longer lines in my Hobonichi Weeks. I have a couple of almost clips that I picked up off Amazon that I use with my writing board, and I also have 2 writing boards with me as well. And then I have a few washi that this one I picked up off Amazon. It's just like a general grid washi tape, and then some of my newly hauled Simply Gilded washi tape from the last subscription. And then finally going over, I guess, some of my pens all the way to the bottom. I have my 3 absolute favorite Tombow dual brush pens here in like a light beige, a gray, and this like green color. So that would be 192 in green, N75 in the light gray, and the beige is 942 that I will of course try to link down below. And then 2 Pigma microns. I have the graphic one, which has been one of my favorites, and the 005. I'm actually surprised that I didn't bring the 01. And then of course my 2 fountain pens. So I actually originally packed the Kaweco Special in paired with Diatramentis Archive ink in black. This is a pretty good solid pen, and of course honestly I was more concerned about the ink. The Diatramentis Archive ink is like just so great for on the go because it sets so quickly. And then last minute around 4 o'clock in the morning, I actually decided to wake up and clean this out because it had some urban ink in here that was not setting on my Hobonichi Weeks Tomoe River Paper, and I cleaned it out and loaded it out with the Diatramentis Archive ink because that's how much I thought I needed it. And then finally I have this random Bic correction tape. I don't love using this one because it's white, but the cream one also isn't the right color cream. I saw a video the other day that might have, I guess, a company brand that has maybe a slightly better match to like the Midori paper, MD paper. However, I haven't tried that out yet. So if you have any suggestions, please let me know. But at the end of the day, I usually like to use this to cover it up and then cover it up even more with either washi tape or a sticker. Finally, I'll just go over some of the things in this folder, and starting off with some free postcards that I picked up from the Smithsonian for the National Postal Museum, which we have here. And yeah, so if you didn't already know, the museums and Smithsonians here at the Capitol are actually free to get in. And in addition to that, the one for the Postal Museum has free postcards. So I picked these up, and of course I'm going to support our postal service by buying more stamps anyway, so I figured it was okay to grab a couple extra for journaling. All right, and then other than that, I do have a calendar for school. I did bring 1 sheet of notepaper from my latest Sticky Club subscription with the little foxes, so I can write a note to a friend. And of course, the matching sticker sheets actually here as well. I love the glitter on these, and I'm very excited to use these in an upcoming video on the go planning in my Hobonichi Weeks. And then finally, I brought also my recently hauled from the latest subscription from Simply Gilded called Wanderlust. All of the stickers here, I thought it was pretty cool that they had some of these like cutouts that I can actually use in my Hobonichi Weeks as well, and I actually thought that the color theme scheme kind of went pretty well with these little foxes. Right, so I'm gonna clean off my desk and get reorganized and set up for a quick update and plan with me in my Hobonichi Weeks for 2022. Alrighty, so thanks so much for bearing with me while I'm on the go here in DC once again. Before we get right into the plan with me portion, I just wanted to show you what we're working with here. So before I left, I actually took some time to set up this spread. I don't know if you can see it here. And I used some of my, I guess, recently hauled Midori as well as Travelers Company stickers, some of my Simply Gilded washi tape here as well, and some of my Sticky Club sticker sheets to set up this spread. I wanted to go for a more like neutral tone and tie in these cute little foxes. So that's what I have here. I've already set up the section here for daily tasks. So I'm going to go in and fill in Monday and look at some of the tasks I want to get done during the week for my, like, to populate my writing task list up top and maybe do some journaling as well. So one of the first things I like to do is to just take my writing boards here, both of them. So extra to just clip these down and get a nice firm grip on it. I'm struggling a little bit on the left because of all these stickers and washi tape that I've used throughout the year. But yeah, and then I also like to take it all the way to the current month. This way I can easily flip back and forth here. So I'm going into November. For the most part, I feel like I've taken that information and moved it over here. But you know what? It came to mind that I have a few things I need to do today. So today I do want to journal. Which I can mark off because I'm actually doing now. And I do want to post. So I'm going to have an item here to film, edit, and post. And typically what I like to do then is to use one of my DIY stickers. I usually have like some more colorful brush pens to choose from, but because I don't this week, I'm just going to create a blob using this dusty gray color and one of these stickers and place it down here. It's a lot of fun. I love using stickers that I've designed and created myself. I'm also going to take my Tombow Fudenosuke hard tip pen here and just write post in bold lettering. And my greatest advice when it comes to lettering is to just practice, practice, practice. I think that's really what I had to do. It sounds really corny, but I used to always watch these videos and think to myself, like, if only I had handwriting like that. I will never have handwriting like that, but I know with practice it definitely helps. So I want to do a plan with me in my 2022 weeks. And that's what I have here, so we're going to do that. I also want to project forward. I know that I need to book Peru, so I'm going to do that here. Book Peru and hotel. Flights and hotel. Because my deadline is on the 9th. I do have lunch tomorrow, so I should probably pack for work. So I'm going to split this section here up into things I need to get done. The top item is going to be for school here. So typically I like to kind of write and segment it out here, but I didn't leave myself space. So I think I'll just go ahead and start writing. So book. I think also on Wednesday, I forgot that I have a meeting with my coffee group for Peru. So I'm going to write that here with my hard tip pen. Okay, Peru coffee. I don't remember what time it was supposed to be set at, so I'm just gonna leave like a little spot here. And I wish I had my little coffee stickers, but just dealing with what I have here. And then I'm trying to think, so I need to book Peru and then coffee paper. Report. Trying to think if we have any homework assigned, and I kind of feel that we do. So I'm gonna do leadership ladder number 2. I don't remember when it was assigned, but once I do, I'll put that there. So that kind of takes up the space for the tasks related to school. I'm going to use this fine tip portion. I love how like these pens, it fits right in there. And I'm gonna use my ruler to just mark off little sections carrying this horizontal line over to the right side of the page so that I can segment it out by category of tasks generally. And there you go. It's unfortunate because there's not really much I can do in the way of like, I think anything at home. Typically I like to put like tasks I need to get done when it comes to cleaning here. So what I think I'm going to do is like transform the second half of my running task list into a habit tracker. I think that would be very beneficial here. So now that I got that, I'm going to come down here, and these would be tasks in general that I need to get done this week. So I don't have anything off the top of my head. But over here for habit tracker, I do want to call someone I love. I used to say call grandma, which is great. Of course, I'm going to call grandma. But also like my parents and my friends and things, I think would also count. I think as long as I consciously, maybe every day or every other day, remember to keep the people I love in mind and make sure they know that I love them, that's really my goal. So call someone I love. Hydrate. We're gonna like, I guess, YouTube in general, because I do want to continue to grow this community and this channel, especially as we go into 2023. And actually there's like something I want to share with you all while we're here anyway. I just recently placed an order for the Take a Note planner for 2023, which is so exciting, the A5 size. So instead of getting the Hobonichi Cousin, I will be using a Take a Note. And I've had some mild regrets about it because I know the Hobonichi Cousin is just, like, I know it works for me, but I wasn't going to use an A5 size. And then last minute, I don't know, for some reason, I keep thinking that I can use more than 3 planners in a year, which I have serious doubts about because it just didn't work the previous year. I think it's like at some point there's just too many planners. Anyways, we're going to try it out. So I'm pretty excited about that. So YouTube, and then I'm trying to think of what other, what I typically like to track to is like self-care tasks. And it sounds silly, but I almost don't even care what that self-care task is. It could be anything from like getting a face mask and using it, or you know, taking some time to journal. That to me is considered self-care. And then what I like to do too is like, so for today I'm journaling and I'm working on YouTube. So today is Monday. I'm just going to use my hard tip pen from the Tombo's Furunosuke, and I'm just going to hit a dot right there and then right there too, under Monday. Just follow the Monday down and hit a dot there. Once I've completed the task, I like to cross it out and then strike through, like connect the dots. But because this is a habit tracker for the week, I'm going to not cross it out because I want to see how many times I can strike it off. And then, so I'm going to go over here and then write habits as well. What I like to do in that case would be to use my pencil to kind of sketch it out if I'm doing some kind of like calligraphy here or handwriting. Habits. And then I think what I'll do is use actually either the Tombow, maybe the Tombow. It's tricky. I didn't want anything too bold, but because this is a pretty new pen and not broken in yet, but it kind of slipped, totally fine. And then I guess I'll do a little bit of journaling here. So I journaled a little bit about why we're here in DC. I'm actually here in support of my husband, so I'm really grateful for that opportunity that we're able to do that, giving our careers and point in our lives right now. I'm grateful for like my family and that they've made that opportunity available because they are doing us a huge solid by watching our animals and our house and things. So we really appreciate that as well. So I journaled a little bit about that. I'm going to leave the rest of it so that I can fill in towards the end of the week. It may not be very cohesive, but that's totally fine. And then I'm going to take a look at the rest of the week here. We are going out with our friends eventually towards the end, so I do want to come up with some tasks related to that. I'm going to let this dry. I'm not sure if I brought my urban blotting paper, which would have definitely been an oversight on my end. I did not. And at a quick glance, it does not appear that I have it with me. But I'm gonna see if I can drop it out of here. Yeah, it looks like I kind of overlooked that a little bit. So I do want to let this set a little bit. I am really happy. I actually should have used this pen probably up here, but you know, having options is never a bad thing, right? So it's all good. And so after that's set, I wanted to come up. So there's one thing that I want to make sure I get done, which is pick up gifts for my friends. B-Day gift. Which I already got her a gift, but I'm thinking I want to get her like a little bit something special in addition to, and then I also bought a ton of little candies from my coworkers from Sugarfina. I'm so excited about. I actually got them for the holiday, for like the Christmas holiday. However, I won't be here in DC around that time, so I thought this was a good opportunity, given the fact that I'm here probably for the last time before the holidays, and then also just like as a thank you for all the support they've given me. And so I figured I'd take the opportunity now, and it came early too. Like I saw it and I picked it up. Oh my gosh, they're so heavy. Here, let me show you very quickly before we close up for the day. So completely unrelated, full disclosure there. Went to Sugarfina and got like a bunch of these little gummy bears. Oh my gosh, they're so cute. And I actually want to try one, but I don't think that I like have enough for myself. Oh, it's broken. Oh my god. It's broken. And it's probably because we shoved it in our luggage. So I guess I get to eat this one. Oh my goodness, it's so embarrassing. I hope none of the other ones are broken. But they're like cranberry cocktail flavored. I thought these were so cute. And I have like these little tags to say thank you and then their names on it. So I'm a little deflated now that I see that some of them are broken. But yeah, anyways, that's about it. And since we're here anyway, and these have dried, I guess I want to show you from this perspective what it looks like. But yeah, this is what it's like after I've filled in some of the major events in a day. Actually, I don't even know where I'm pointing. Major events in the day, as well as some of my journaling and the habit tracker and or running task list here up on the top right for you all. So yeah, thank you so much for joining me today on this random plan with me from Washington, DC. I so very much appreciate it and hope to see you again soon. Bye everyone.